This morning on The Dish, Chef Peter Serpico. Born in South Korea, he was adopted at age 2 by an American couple and grew up in suburban Maryland. After culinary school, he had the good fortune to meet his mentor, New York star chef David Chang, winning a James Beard Award as head chef at Chang's acclaimed Momofuku Ko.
In 2013, he stepped out on his own, leaving New York for Philadelphia and opening his namesake, Serpico. He'd won instant acclaim as one of the city's best with a modern American menu in a comfortable neighborhood setting. And Chef Peter Serpico, good morning. Welcome to The Dish.
Welcome.
Tell us about this spread, which is magnificent.
So this is basically from my childhood, all through my career. We have a crab boil. We have Korean fried chicken wings. This is my mom's mac and cheese that I grew up on. Korean short ribs with kimchi and apple cake to finish.
In terms of your grandmother's influence on you as a chef, I read somewhere that you said you could eat more lasagna than Garfield. Garfield? Garfield is a personal hero of mine and a noted lasagna consumer. Tell us about those experiences growing up on Italian food.
I had two grandmothers that both really enjoyed food. They were both amazing cooks. My mom's mom, her go-to was the apple pie. And we would always have it. She would have it waiting for us when we arrived in Chicago after a 14-hour drive. And then my other grandmother, her go-tos were like lasagna and sausage and peppers, things like that. Right. Just both amazing cooks.
Was it a jump going from that to Momofuku, which is very Asian-influenced, Korean-driven, delightful fare, but different?
Absolutely. Well, one was a profession. So I cooked at Momofuku professionally, so it's a little bit different.
You started in New York sort of through a series of internships, correct?
Yes.
What took you to New York?
I grew up in Maryland. I was at a point where one of my mentors set me up to move to New York to stage for free. So I checked out some kitchens there, and 2 weeks later, I moved.
And some of the kitchens that you staged in are some of the greatest in New York history. I mean, we're talking about L'Espinasse, we're talking about Bulli. What was that experience like?
It was amazing. It was. I was 19 years old, and I didn't know that food could taste that good. I'd never been in like a professional kitchen. Right. There was just so many moving parts. Just being around so many people, just seeing like the well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
And I was working in a kitchen before that with it was a chef and myself. When
you get to New York, at some point you have to make the decision you're going to go off on your own, which is a scary decision.
Yes.
How did you make that leap?
I don't know. It just happened. I felt like I was a little bit burnt out. I wanted to leave. I wanted to start a family. And I was in New York for 11 years, and I felt like it was time for a change. So. And
you landed in cahoots with the great Stephen Starr. Not bad. Not bad. Philadelphia. Chef, as I ask you to sign this dish, I will ask you the question of all questions, which is, if you could share this bounty, and it really is a bounty, with any figure past or present, who would it be?
I would say Barry Sanders. He's the greatest running back of all time, an underdog, and I really appreciate that, and I appreciate his humility more than anything.
And he'd probably be able to consume a lot of this food.
Yes.
Chef Peter Serpico, thanks. And for more on Chef Serpico and The Dish, head to our website at cbsthismorning.com.